Oh, hi there. I had no idea you guys were behind me. Well, now that I've got some time not doing reviews for once, I wanted to go over a few things. Most importantly, we've got the People's Choice Awards coming up again this year. And if you're a new viewer or a sporadic viewer, I'll explain that really quickly. There are awards out there that I've noticed from different places, but I haven't ever seen an award given to a company from the people that purchase their products. And I thought it was very important that the hobbyists have a voice. So out of my own pocket, I funded a very nice award provided to a manufacturer each year based on my viewership and their voting. I had some complaints about some topics, so I decided to take it to my Facebook page at www.facebook.com/HO Scale Product Reviews and ask people what the topic should be this year. And one thing that was far outweighed anything else was the need in the hobby for budget-friendly locomotives and rolling stock. Everybody's saying that the hobby's getting expensive, and they wanted to recognize a company that actually had recognized the fact that the hobby's getting expensive and made a nice budget line. And this actually applies to a lot of companies, which is good because it gives viewers a lot of choices. So every year I do this award. This year's awards topic will be the most budget-friendly manufacturer of your choice. So it doesn't have to be, specific manufacturer because they produce more products. It can be whatever you like, whatever you think is the best manufacturer, budget-friendly manufacturer out there, basically. And we'll go over a few, like I did last year, not all, but some manufacturers. So let's start with alphabetically. We'll go with Athearn. Has recently released the ready-to-roll units with sound in the low 100s. Along with a nice array of rolling stock in their Roundhouse line. I think that's the line it's called. That's very budget friendly at around $20 some a piece. You've got Atlas making some nice locomotives that their price ends up in the mid to high 100s, equipped with ESU sound. You have Bachmann, which is well known for producing budget friendly stuff. Obviously the MSRP a little different from what you pay usually at hobby shops and online retailers, but what you end up paying at the online retailers and hobby shops ends up being a better price usually, a really good price. You've got Scale Trains, which is new to the market, that has their operator series of cars, which is very budget friendly. They've even got the Kit Classics where you can build your own kits, the only manufacturer that does that. And honestly, I think the rivet counter water tenders, the UP water tenders, were well priced, so that's an option there. MTH has a ready-to-rail series of locomotives, again in the low to mid 100 range. And Rivarossi has Bach cars that are $20 a piece. So those are just some of the companies that are budget friendly, and I'm sure I missed some, so I apologize ahead of time. I'm just giving you guys some ideas, but please think on your own of your favorite company that's budget friendly, making your favorite products that are budget friendly, and vote. Now, when you vote, I gotta give you a little incentive, or at least I want to give you a little incentive. So you'll vote in comments on this video, and I'm giving you plenty of time this year to vote because this video will go up mid-September sometime, so I'm going to give you until mid-October, so a whole 30 days, which gives me a few weeks to get the trophy made for Train Fest where it'll be awarded. So let's go with October 15th as the deadline to make a comment for your vote. Only make comments in the comment section of this video below, because that's how I'm going to tally the votes, and I want it to be a very transparent process so anybody could go tally and obviously see the winner. But until that October 15th deadline, nobody will know who the winner is because there could be a rush of votes one way or the other. Do not make two accounts. Do not comment twice. If you comment twice, I have no choice but to throw you out of the running. So your vote won't count, and admission to the giveaway won't count. So the giveaway, I don't know if I said it because I'm just torched after a long day at work, but the giveaway is $100 gift certificate. It'll either be a Visa card with my JLWII 2000 logo on it, which I did 1 year, or it'll be a $100 gift certificate to Train World. But either way, you will have $100 to spend at either Train World or $100 anywhere you want. So that's the gift certificate and the grand prize and the only prize of the entries. So usually we have a few hundred entries, so there's a lot better odds than your local state lotteries or whatever. So be sure to check that out and consider just putting in your vote. So we'll give you till the 15th of October, like I said, and that's the People's Choice Awards. Remember, topic is most budget-friendly manufacturer. So that's interpretive to any way you want it. If a manufacturer makes one item that's budget-friendly and you love that item, great. But there's a lot of great manufacturers out there making a lot of great budget-friendly things. So again, whatever it is you want to do, good. Now, I don't get a lot of time to talk to you guys. I am cranking out review after review, so I'll go over a few things about that. I get questions all the time about why, do I crank out so many reviews? Well, being at the size I am, which I'm not saying I'm not declaring myself the best of anything. I just have gotten a large channel now, and I've been kind of known as the review guy. It drives a lot of requests for stuff of various different scales. So if I actually meet the requests of most items, I could easily do a video once every 3 days. And so because my layout is almost finished, and by the way, if you want to know the status of that, I just need to put some stall tracks down on the roundhouse. I need to wire the stall tracks and make a couple scenes and I'm done. So I don't have a whole lot of motivation to do that because it's so close to finished. But since my layout is mostly finished, we went through the instructional series. I don't have a whole lot of plans for the layout. There's not a whole lot of videos to keep you entertained, so why not provide a service to the hobby of doing the reviews? And I'll tell you how I look at reviews. I look at reviews as we're building a library of videos. There was a product I reviewed a few months ago that had never been reviewed before, even though it had been released several times, and you couldn't find any videos of it online. So if nothing else, we're building this library of videos for YouTube so that during releases and re-releases, you can go look at the item and see what it is, even years from now. So be sure to understand my motivation is building this library. Honestly, if there were enough time in a day and my schedule could handle it and the videos could handle it, I would review every single locomotive released in the HO scale market and some in N and other scales. But unfortunately my schedule can't keep up with demand and request. And I would do it solely to have a video library so everybody could see everything that's getting released and make decisions based on that. The other thing that gets questioned from time to time is my reviews. I get blindly accused of not, being critical on my reviews, not punting the locomotive 50 yards down to the end zone, etc. If you look closely at my reviews, which is very hard to do, but they're 15, 20 minutes each, you will find complaints in every single one. Or I should say, I shouldn't write that check with my mouth. Let me just say a large percentage of them, many of them. And the last 5, for example, all have critiques of some sort. So those videos, if you pay attention to them, do have critiques. But again, the audience is so large that I've got people that are absolutely in love with Tyco, people that would be completely fine with Tyco, and people that will accept nothing less than, brass imports that have been never unwrapped. So with that wide audience, I have toned down my rhetoric a little bit to consider the people's view because there's such a wide view. So instead of saying incandescent bulbs suck, I might just say this model has incandescent bulbs. That gives you the opportunity to know the fact, but make a decision on your own of what it is. So outright blackmailing a item, or blacklisting an item, I should say, is wrong, because there are people that would be happy with it. Now, you see the drive, and if it's jerky, it's jerky, and there is no doctoring that. We had a jerky drive on a locomotive just within the last week and a half. So you still see performance, but you still decide for yourself whether you want to accept that or not. So I'm pretty much done hearing critiques. I don't give them much thought, but I do want to give everybody my thought process behind reviews. People say, well, if you're not going to mention anything, why don't you change the name to Demo? First of all, I am mentioning things, and second of all, I pretty much brought product reviews to the model railroading hobby on YouTube. So considering I did that, I'll name it what I want. And since I'm still being critical to a certain extent, I will keep reviews in the process. There have not been any paid advertisements. A company has not paid me to go on YouTube and say, well, I'm James Wright for YouTube, and this product is the best thing you've ever seen. But wait, if you call now, you'll get another set of wheels for your locomotive. I don't do that. I give both pros and cons of the locomotive, and you see it run through the steps yourself. So there is no hiding of stuff. That's basically it on reviews, guys, and that's why reviews are taking a forefront. And as we get into Christmas, people considering Christmas gifts for themselves, their friends, their family, sets, train sets, it's more important for you guys to know what you're buying. So that's why I am heavy on reviews. There'll be a time when we go to cool stuff or different stuff. I got a trip coming up in the next couple of months. We'll get out and we'll see stuff. We got Milwaukee. We've got another show that I don't want to announce yet. We'll be covering. We've got the National Train Show almost every year. So there's things you get to see outside of just reviews. It's not like just a review channel. It's just the how-tos are slowing way down. And there's still a couple of how-tos on my list that I really need to get to but haven't. So just realize that I'm a human being too. I'm open to talk to anybody about anything, but I don't deal with critics that have absolutely no knowledge of anything. I just had one on comments the other day about, oh, I know the military doesn't pay well. I'm like, oh, really? You know that? Because you need to go check the pay charts again. And then the funny thing is, it's public information, but you check the military pay charts, and they're just showing our basic pay, which is sometimes 30% of what we get total, or 40% of what we get total from all the other benefits. Not to mention I have side businesses. I do consulting, things like that, marketing stuff that you would have no idea about because it's really nobody's concern. So people, they come in charging with comments, keyboard warriors, and they have no clue. And almost every time I send them a message and I say, let's have this discussion in person at a train show. And they're like, are you threatening me? No, I just want to have a discussion without you in keyboard warrior mode, because it's very easy to grow a big set of you-know-what behind your keyboard. So anyway, that's just kind of the fun I have with it, but I think everybody deals with keyboard warriors if you do YouTubes at all, and it doesn't really bother me, but I have fun. I address it, and every time I address it, people say, oh, don't address it, but I have fun explaining it again because we have new people coming all the time, and some people don't understand what's going on, so I address it again. No problem. So that is addressed, and we're done with that. Gave you the layout progress. Lots of stuff planned this fall and winter. Like I said, I've got 2 train shows to cover, one here coming up in a few weeks. I've got the reviews that will be cranking out, and then we'll announce the People's Choice Awards. You'll get Milwaukee train show coverage. You may get train show coverage next summer at the Nationals. I don't really plan anything because of my job, so I don't usually book anything hardcore. I might book hotel or something, but I usually don't book plane tickets and stuff until it's within a certain time frame when I know I'm good to go, because they've got academies they send you to, and training and management seminars that can sometimes take precedence and really spoil plans. Been pretty lucky not to have that lately. So that's it, guys. Thanks for listening to my blabber. Be sure again to vote below for the People's Choice Award. October 15th at midnight Central Standard Time is the deadline. And if you vote twice, you get thrown out. Do not comment about anything. Well, I can't say that. If you're going to comment about anything else, at least put your vote in there too, so I don't have to dig through comments as well. So you can feel free to say, hey James, your head was really shiny in this video, but say, oh, by the way, I want to vote for, you know, supercooltrains.com or whatever. So, all right, well, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.